Vibe the Queen, we are now live.
Yay! I'm so excited about it.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. So usually what we do on Vibe the Queen is we let guys like get like up to 10.
Okay.
And then after that, boom.
Okay.
We're good to go.
All
you
right.
guys, where are you guys? Let me see.
Yeah, see people already tuning in. They were waiting.
They were waiting.
They were 1, 2.
Oyewa! Oh my god, let me tell you, this guy called Oyewa, we're on a project together. I don't even know how much time he's getting to come on. This is love, Oyewa. This is love I feel for you, man. Thank you so much for tuning in, and let's see who's on. Agimba Joram Oyewa Besa. Besa was here for sound check and now he's back. We have Kulula from Mosra is Egypt.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Karibu Sana, Afroloops from Colombia. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, you guys. And Ray, my friends from Mastermade Studios are in the house. Oi, I'm feeling the love. I am feeling the love. Ruben, Vuta Excelar. Wewe, alafu, nini kona feedback? Kuna feedback, IG. Karibu sana, Real Value, Miss Mina, Greasy Nderi, Max Positivos. Karibuni sana, you guys. Hello. We're just, I think we are at 11, so we are good to go.
Already. People are waiting. Literally 2 minutes in, they're like,
absolutely. You guys, welcome to Vibe No Queen Season 2, Episode 2. Kama munani rada, Nico 2. Did you say in 2022?
Yes.
You guys, let's take that again. Welcome to Vibe No Queen Season 2, Episode 2, 2022. 2. This is going to be so much vibes. Welcome everybody, and today we have a wonderful tall glass of good vibes. Akisimama, she's going to go past like the here. She's going to go past there.
This is true.
You know, like this is going to be her head right here, like dangling. Her name is Olivia Ambani. She's here. Karibu sana, Olivia. Welcome to my home and welcome to Vibe No Queen.
Thank you.
This is the second time Olivia is coming to my house, and every time she comes, there's like, it's always laughs, but there's always a different vibe. And even today she said, there's a vibe I'm feeling. And what is that vibe?
It's so homely. I'm going to speak in my mother tongue, which is Maragoli.
Eyo.
Meyengo, which means I am home.
Meyengo. Mbeyengo. Yani amesema ako nyumbani.
Niko nyumbani sana.
Ako nyumbani, yani amkaribisha sana, ni ile hatuna makuku lakini tuko njaa pale.
Ni sawa tu.
Kama kawaida watu wote wanakutanga vibe na kuna kunyanga chai. I have my special tea pale. And I see Alexander Ivy is in the house. Moise Basinza. It's really nice to have support from our male counterparts in the industry. Thank you so much, Moise, for tuning in. Kate's Rhythm, Morioki, Jimumya, Mwangi, Mercy, Karibuni Sana.
Welcome.
Sijui, we just kwanza to warm up his vocals. Najua, naonanga watu wakifanya when they are warming up their vocals, but I invite Aki ukweli, let me tell you, Silayo taught me this thing. She takes like a straw with a bottle, she's like, other people are just like, I'm just like, Allah, mkona tonsils nini?
Everyone has different warm-up exercises.
So what is this thing that you guys do? Tell me from a vocalist perspective.
Everyone has different things. Like you're trying to warm up your vocals so you can reach the range. So when it comes to your vocal, your vocals are a muscle. It's a muscle. So first thing in the morning, it tends to be quite hard to hit a lot of keys. So normally you're doing that just to warm up the muscle. And
so is it am I a straw? Which one?
Is that? I mean, it depends because I don't do any of those. So it just depends.
Olivia,
No.
What
I do is I literally just sing. I sing to warm up.
Guys, shallops with tonic. And then how she says she doesn't like, do like vocal.
No, I have my version of vocal.
Which is just singing.
Yeah, so I sing and I increase my range during the day. Even talking can actually be a form of vocal.
Oh, no way.
Because you're using your muscle. right? You're using the muscle. And that's why actually when you're performing a lot and you have like an intense schedule, you won't do a lot of interviews or you won't speak a lot. So when I have like a lot of releases, you tend to find me very quiet. Absolutely. Because I have to save my voice.
Yeah, Kinyamaza, she's not snobbing you. If there's anyone who's tuned in and is looking, up to becoming a vocalist, love singing, guys, bring in your questions because Olivia is here and she's going to answer them all. Let me tell you, who uses that? We say that Akos ni Thesaurus. This is Thesaurus Pro Max. What? I see a lot of people coming in. Kate's Rhythm, Juganda. Moy says this is really amazing. The sound is very clear. I'm waiting to be blessed. Trust me. Muta hubiriwa, muta pewa wisdom, muta fundishwa kuimba, na muta imbiwa.
Yes.
Yeah? You guys, welcome Gibson. Karibu sana. Umechelewa Gibson leo. Tulisema ukifika number 1, you're going to get something from Vadna Queen.
Oh.
Now, next week. Is it next week? We are having Tindi. The person who comes in first will get something for Vadna Queen. So hurry up. Hurry up, you guys. Hurry up. So I see we're like 13 and I think we can start off to what are tusianze organic? Tell us. Tell us your name and tell us what you do for No. Let's sing.
Yes,
Olivia,
I
let's
love
sing.
that. I love that.
What are you gonna start with? Because me, the ones that I like, I'm going to keep them for the mid show.
You're going to keep for the mid show. But then what if I now say the ones that you like now?
And
I know the one you like, so I won't start with that one. I know. So I'm going to start with the one that was released in January.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's called Take a Chance. It was released by a London label called We Are Ideal. They're an amazing label. They reached out to me to basically, they sent a track. They were like, okay, can you see if you vibe to this? I did. And the queen that I am, vibe the queen, I decided, let's write to this song. So, Take a Chance. I thought it was just going to be a single, but then it ended up being a whole EP.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Of how many tracks?
It's 4 tracks.
Yes.
So the original track, and then there's a remix by Clever Keys, amazing producer from London, and then the extended version because it's electronic house. So they tend to like the extended version and the radio edit. So it's 4 tracks on that.
You guys, mmesikia jina electronic pale? As in all the queens here are having like electronic elements in the house.
Yes.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah. Let's hear how Take Chance goes.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna do like a version of it.
Absolutely.
It's a very long song, but I'm gonna give you a taste. And then you can go onto Spotify and listen to the full one.
Absolutely. Let's go for it.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about you since the time that I met you. As I'm looking in the mirror, all I see is you and me together. I don't know when it got to this, feeling like I could change my world just to make this happen. I don't know the reason why I'm around. If you're not with me, I got it good when I love you, and I got it like nobody else, and I can't keep up with you, but I hope that you love me all day, all night, baby. Tell me something good, and I see your eyes looking at me, and I feel the passion flowing through my body, please. And I hope that you want it like me. I'll be good to you. I'm thinking maybe you and I can make this right. Say it, my love. You'll take me to the place, yeah, and hold me, my love. Let you and I connect. Take a chance. Say it, my love. You take me to the place. Hold me, my love. Let you and I connect. Take a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance. I need your love. Your love. Your love. That's just the way I like it. I need your love, your love, your love. It's just the way I like it. Yeah. You want the full version? Check it out.
When Spotify. nilifunza kupronounce juzi ya usemangi T.
Kasiva, please.
T for t-shirt. Nasemanga Spotify.
Oh, please.
When Spotify and Apple iTunes, mupate nyimbo za Olivia pale. Let's see who's here. Let's see. I see like Naskia. I feel like joining with my saxophone. Wewe.
Hey.
The point of Vibe na Queen is to inspire you in your personal spaces.
Yes.
Unasikia kuchukua slippers urushe kwenye kabati? Rusha. You wanna play your saxophone?
Play.
Poleza. Unataka kupiga nduru uhamishwe? Mimi sio landlord. Do what you feel, guys. Do what you feel. If you feel inspired, tuko hapa. Sero is Sero. I love Sero. Sero works so hard, bana. Sero is one of the queens of Vibe na Queen. Yani najua sasa yako kwa matri labda anaenda nyumbani and she's managed to tune in.
Thank you.
We love you, Sero. Thanks, Moise. Mutindi. Hey, the heckler. Undo is make our class. Umstan. Wacha. Tutaongea mambo ya Tindi. Natalia King Capt. Kate's Rhythm says heaven. Modoni Monyenye Kulud from Egypt. Wow. Hey, exclaim in Arabic, Bona. I want to learn a little bit of Arabic. Habibti. Habibti. Nina with AH. Gloria Achilla. And Sarah says she loves us. Let me see. Yes. And those are the comments too. Leo nimejaribu, I'm keeping up with the comments. Mtuongee sana, mtuongea sana. I get to, a point. So anyways, Olivia, you're not only a musician, you are a wholesome being who has so many gifts that I actually want to acknowledge today. You are one of the very few musicians who is very keen on music business. There's one thing to have talent and play gigs, but there's one thing to have talent and understand how to monetize your talent. Asa tuambie why you're different from us. Tell us why you're different from us.
Honestly, when I started this journey of being a musician, I tried it many different times, but this last time, I think last 9 years, first thing I did was choose me. And I said, I'm going to validate myself, I'm going to affirm myself. Then the second thing was I wanted to learn about the business. Because I made that decision, I will not be a struggling artist. I just said, that is not my portion. It doesn't mean that I haven't gone through different difficulties, but I said, I'm working towards thriving as an artist. And I realized that the only way, or one of the ways I can do that, is to inform myself. So I'm always on YouTube or in spaces, learning, gathering knowledge. How can I make money from my music? How can I market myself better? What things do I need to learn so that my gift can go as far as possible and I can make a living from my gift?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys, mnasikia sio nyinyi peke yenu wenye mna struggle. Even us, when you think tuko hapa and like ati sasa Vibe na Queen imefanyika kwa sababu ati wame make it. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo, you guys. Like we have all gone through the process, and even people like Akina Olivia have gone even a step forward to actually teach themselves how, mambo about music business, how to, get into that flow, understand how to monetize your business, how to make your brand grow, etc. I think I want to capitalize on that conversation because I feel like you are a unique person to have on Vibe na Queen because you have a side of you that I think many people wonder. Because a lot of people actually wonder, how do musicians make a living? Me, when I think when I decided I want to become a percussionist, my mom was quite skeptical. She was just like, utaweza kweli? Ama utarudi ukuja kutusumbua? So we really need to understand the tools of actually getting there. And I feel like even just to digress kidogo and just go like into that part for music business. As musicians and as a goal for Vibe na Queen, I mean, we're here to encourage any other, queen who is out there who wants to take this path and thinks, okay, how am I going to make a living? How am I going to survive in this industry? Because wanaona maybe, unfortunately, how the arts work in this country is you thrive, you become a superstar, and then a few years later, maybe people are changang for you because of this and that, this and that, and this and that. And it's sort of like become a trend. I think people are worried, like, can you really make a living off of music? Can you really Can you buy land? Can you invest? Can you take care of a family? And we're here to attest that, people are taking care of families. Tumewaona wengi, Yeah, but I feel like just like any other business, you have to take music seriously because most people look at music like a hobby. And I think that's where we go wrong. So
yes, and I think, to even go deeper, how you are with your music or your business is a reflection on how you are with yourself. So a key thing I would say, anybody, whether you're a musician, any creative, learn about money. Learn about money. Be aware of your own spending patterns, your money traumas. I know it's a massive topic, but how are you with money? Just let's even remove the arts. How are you with money? Are you saving? Do you budget? Do you struggle with certain things? And it's okay if you struggle with it, but then don't stay there. Get help. There's so many amazing free resources. I share actually on my page, Money Conversations. I started this series where I just share resources or my experience with money because I realize a lot of times with creatives, there's this thing they say, oh, I'm not good with money. And also stop saying that because what you say and what you speak, you affirm into your life.
You know what I love about you, Olivia, is that you speak facts, like facts that you can be like sort of like taught in school, but you infuse your personal beliefs into, that is a very personal belief. And I like that you say it with so much affirmation because it truly works.
It does. It absolutely works. And like just to give a really practical example, I have this card here, which is merchandise that I have for my brand. But at the back of it, I have an affirmation, right? An affirmation for my music. Because I realized I was talking about, I want to make money from my music, but how I was speaking about it was not positive. So I decided I believe in the power of words. So I wrote behind the card, I make a great living off my music. I have lots of brand deals because of my music. I love music and music loves me. And I know you might think, oh, it's just words. No, it's not just words. They're so, so powerful. So as I was saying, learn about money. Think about how you're talking about your own career, your music. What are you saying about it? Because it's going to really influence the things that you get. And let me tell you, I only started doing these affirmations for my music a month ago, and my mind is blown as to what's coming to me.
Can I see? Unajua watu hapa wanadhani tuko tunacheza mambo ya fua hapa tunadanganya. These are the affirmations. You can. Is it okay if I show?
Sure.
Yeah, nisionyeshe watu vitu private.
No.
You guys, you can see she has actually written these things down. She has written these affirmations down. I'm just going to show this to the camera right there because we are recording in HD for YouTube later, so that wenye hawamechelewa, wenye hawakupata memo waweze kuona. You see, here are her affirmations, and she says that it's really, really important to write these things down. It does a thing, there's I once went to a workshop, and there was something we were taught about. What was it, waking up in the morning, and the first thoughts that come into your mind, you write them down. And I was like, hii ni nini hawa watu wanatufanyia, hii ni mambo gani, si thoughts zangu sinko nazo. But it actually truly makes a difference. You picking a pen, the act of you picking a pen and having a paper and actually penning down. I don't know what it does, but and especially we were taught to do that for stuff that you want to remove, like things that you want to exit from your life. Say a trauma or a heartache. Unachukua kalamu, unachukua paper, unaandika. Mambo ya maina staki tena. Unarusha. It actually heals your heart and makes you feel better and better and better. And in the same way, you pick your pen and write, today I will try and forgive myself for this. Today I will go to Mama Cynthia and ask for employment. Or today I'm going to pick up my guitar and try and learn one chord. The fact that you've actually written it, I don't know, it's a thing, man.
There's power in
let's
writing
call it
down
power.
your vision. They say write down your vision, make it plain. I think it's from the Bible or whatever. But there is power in your own handwriting. It's part of even the techniques for those of you who believe in manifestation. It's called scripting. So writing down what it is that you want.
You guys,
you know,
are you hearing this wisdom?
Yeah, I think it's important.
No, not wanacheka hapa. Sijui watu wanacheka nini tunaongea vitu serious. You guys, why?
I think some were saying that they couldn't read what we put up, but don't worry, I will do a video. I have promised my audience, and I am planning on doing a video where I actually share what those affirmations are that I say around my music. So when I do a reel on it, I will share so that you guys can see or hear what affirmations I say.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's just see who's here. It's Moise who says he can't read anything. Yeah, Momeskia, she's going to do the thing, yeah. Modoni, drama queen, karibu sana. You know, I want you on this platform, Mama. But, Mama, keep mamaing. We see you and congratulations on your new bundle of joy. We'll have you very, very soon. Mutindi, Moise, transform your eyesight because some people were able to read it. Miss Mai ati Kasiva. Maina look for... Come on now. Come on now. I love my gentlemen. Mine didn't do anything. Character development is not my portion.
No, we refuse.
Bujusani tattoo. I'm gonna try writing my first thoughts in the morning for a week. Model, it like please tell us what it actually works.
It really works.
It
and
really
I find
does.
for myself, actually yesterday I had so many ideas to different things I wanted to do, and I find now like I actually note them down and then I apply. You know, so don't just like have them, actually put them into action.
Yeah.
I feel like we're given a lot of golden ideas very early in the morning. That's for me, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I tend to get a lot of amazing ideas.
Yeah.
So don't ignore those ideas. They're very powerful and I feel like they're from a divine place.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Now, let's swap back. We'll be swapping in and swapping out. So swapping into like your marketing, like power, like career woman, and swap back to the musician that you are.
Sure.
So let's skip back to the music side. When I listen to your music, it's very deep. Just like a cough. You people move on a purpose, by the way. If no one ever told you that you have a lot of purpose. When I listen to your lyrics, it's almost as if you're speaking from personal experiences. And I'd like you to tell us your thought process in writing a song. So, for example, pick one song and let's dwell on that.
Song. So I'm going to use a song that a lot of people know, which is Better Than Just Fine. One of her favorites. I had to use one of her favorites. So my thought process when it comes to writing is I feel like it's very open. When I'm songwriting, especially in the initial stages, I don't police myself. I don't stop myself. There's no wrong and there's no right. So I just open myself out, and whatever words come, whatever tune come, I record. I like to record on my phone. So voice notes are full of just sample of songs. So
I find this to be such a powerful tool for many musicians. Yes. I do use voice notes a lot. Exactly. I think they're on 1,000 kids.
I feel this. I think I have the same.
Right?
So it's that, like just downloading what you're feeling. Yeah. And when I do that, I feel like I really tap into how I'm feeling that point in time. So Better Than Just Fine. Just jammed with a friend and I was just feeling really low and I told them, can we do one last freestyle, because I like freestyling, so we're going to try and do one today, hopefully, if you have enough time. So just seeing what comes through. And then afterwards I kind of listened back to it and I was like, oh okay, I kind of like, and I listened back to it like maybe a year later.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, so a song can actually take such a long breather?
Yeah.
Is this important? Like, is it like marination?
It doesn't have to. I just feel though sometimes songs decide when they want to be made and when different things align.
Oh my God, thank you so much for saying this.
Yeah.
Because I've heard stories, I mean, I'm in the industry and I've heard stories of mtu aliingia studio 3 hours akatoka na song. And there's a song nimesikia, it took 2 years to actually like kind of like mature and become like what it was. So should we just say like to each their own? Like
absolutely.
Like there's no
formula. There's no formula, because even some of the stuff, there's some songs like I did Freestyle Fridays. It's literally one take of just whatever comes to mind. That's it.
Freestyle Fridays.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
It's on my YouTube channel, so you can literally create like that. And I think that the thing I've learned about songwriting is, don't try and be like someone else. You can be inspired by other people, but don't let other people's processes determine how you should songwrite. I learned that early on because I was trying to write like everyone else, like sit down with the pen and paper. That doesn't work for me. I need to like literally have a voice note or something and just free perform and see what comes. Then I go back, listen to it, see which parts of the song I like, and then arrange. Maybe I'll change some words, maybe I'll keep some things, take some things out, Yeah. So that's generally my process. And then because most times I get the tune and the words all at the same time, then I'll maybe work with an instrumentalist if I hadn't worked one before when I was freestyling, and I see, okay, what instrument works best for this song, how can we add different things, then I do an acoustic version, and then possibly then go to studio.
I'm curious, do you have a preference for when you say you have to get together with an instrumentalist, like sort of like develop the song? Do you have a preference for a certain instrument? Like
I tend to love the piano.
Yeah.
Piano is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I lean to piano or guitar. Piano or guitar,
okay.
yeah. But then I really have so many ideas I want to experiment. I want to do something with percussions, actually. Which is why today's session I was like, no, I only want to do percussion.
Yeah, because I was really insisting because let's do the guitar.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I really wanted to I feel there's so much power in combining different instruments that people would possibly not think about.
Absolutely.
So I really felt like I just wanted to have the percussion in my voice.
You know, that's very powerful to say because, you know, as a percussionist, I have struggled with understanding melody for a very, very long time. And even when I was writing my EP in Gewa, I was like, how am I going to get the melodies to sing in these pieces because they're very rhythm driven. But you know, like my very good friend Mathematics opened my eyes in the sense of telling me, like, you know, like the Ohangla drums that we have from like Western Kenya, from the Luo community, have actual like tones, like notes, like that can actually say something like do do do, and that's
yeah,
you know, and that in itself is a melody. So I shouldn't be so like boxed into believing that only melodic instruments can speak, so to say, in a melodic kind of way and sort of like bring a tune into you. I think that's really important, even for like any drummer watching or any percussionist watching and thinking, how am I going to compose? I think that's really, really important to note. Let's see hapa watu wanasemaje. A lot of people have come in. No, salimia haraka. Ndong, Philip Ogola, Memo Cheriot, Salum Matata, from Dar es Salaam. Sero, Tindi, Moiz. Tukananeni tu hapo na waona sana. The kids are playing pale backbench. Akina Tindis, niombe Tindi ni hekla. Salum Matata anasema dada Kasiva, hiyo English inatuua huku. Basi unajua mimi nimeenda shule nimesoma. Nilienda ya upili, nimeenda mpaka kidato cha university. Chuo kikuu. Man, akiwa Kiswahili so bad Kenya zona. Thistles and biscuits, that's such an amazing process, and thank you so much for detailing it, you know. I'm usually very, very curious in understanding, you know, how people get their songs to be. And I think, as you said, one thing remains very true. There is no wrong or right.
No.
Where we just start the process and let the song take its way, because I feel like it's sort of like a river. Kwa sababu kuna gravity, it just goes and goes and goes.
Yeah, and then also honoring yourself as an artist. I think it's very easy to be influenced by what other people think you should do. But do you want to do that? I mean, the thing, like, as any artist knows, if you release a song, you're the one who has to sing or perform that song.
Absolutely.
Over and over and over again. So if you don't connect to it, that's going to be work. You know, so I really believe in what you're creating. Honor yourself as an artist, and give yourself space. Give yourself space. And there's enough time, there's enough room for you to create what you want.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's really cool. I think I want to ask you, because, you know, now we're shifting again to the
other side.
Straight side B. You're on side B. So you go to side B. I feel like because you have studied so much about, you know, just the area around now, the music business, marketing. Do you mind sharing with like the people watching who are wondering, like, what are some of the most important tools, like real quick, and also just to mention that the detailed parts of this conversation, Mneza Zipata, on her YouTube channel, and she's also like very, very resourceful on LinkedIn. She has her Instagram page where she usually like does these like really, really like quick short videos, which is so cool, man. Yani, if you're wondering, go follow her on these pages. Mfuate, get to understand these things, because there is more detail there. But we're just gonna cover like real quick, like, could you share like some of the tools you feel like artists and creatives can be able to use to access even just that outer space, Apple the periphery of
Yeah.
after the music. Also now you're a creative, you have the music. But then, okay, what is going to link the music and the money? There's a bridge.
Yes.
So in that bridge, what do you know, like Super Mario, the way Super Mario jumps and collects like,
yes, it's like,
So what is that you eat on your way to the money?
So one of the first things I'm going to say is, if you're an artist who's released music on Spotify or Apple Music or Deezer, please make sure you can access your analytics. They're there for you to get. The way you do that is to get Spotify for artists or Apple Music for artists. I can share the links after this if anyone wants. DM me, I will send them to you. Why that's so important is you basically claim your profile, and then you can see where people are listening to your music. Is it Kenya? Is it Spain? Wherever. And that's really important when you're trying to pitch to brands and maybe find out how many listeners you have. So
Absolutely.
number one, if you've distributed music, please claim your profiles using the artist profiles. If you need links, I can send that to you. Number one. Number two, we're in the digital age. So social media is your friend. Please. I don't know how to emphasize this.
You cannot be a creative.
Like,
kila time ukiingia Instagram uko hivi.
Yeah.
Kila time Facebook uko hivi.
Social media is your friend, right? And I understand we all have different experiences with it, some good, some not that great. But it's really like the beauty of social media or digital media is you can connect directly to your audience, you can build a fan base, you can ask them what they want, where they want to see you perform. You can do stuff like this, lives, where you connect directly. So I would definitely encourage people to invest time and even money in your social media. The content you're creating, think about sharing not just like, oh, I have a new release, the journey. How did you create that song? Maybe BTS or behind the scenes of you, if you're a producer, of you making a beat or making a tune. If you're a vocalist like me, show people like what's your songwriting process, right? And then also really connecting to your audience. When people ask you questions, respond. This is the way for you to know, are they listening? What do they want to hear? If you have a show the build-up, show rehearsals, show maybe you go into the venue, and then the actual show, right? So really like building up on social media. There are lots and lots of resources out there. Again, if you want, let me know. And then don't say you don't. Anybody with a smartphone can create content.
Absolutely.
It does not have to be an expensive smartphone. So long as it has a camera, there's ways, and there are lots of tutorials online that show you how to create content with your phone.
Absolutely.
It's not about the cost of the phone, it's how you use the phone. So that's the other thing. Then the other thing to think about is when you are anywhere, be professional. As an artist, this is the most important thing. You could be great on social media, you could have your Spotify artist, but if you do not deliver when you are on, like whether it's rehearsal, whether it's a free gig, paid gig, you need to deliver, because people remember how you make them feel. Were you on time? Did you learn the songs? Did you bother to know where the venue was? Make it easy to work with you. Now that's not saying that and people walk all over you, no. But I am saying that when you're there and you said you're going to be there on time, deliver an amazing performance, even if it's to one person. I've gotten so many gigs because it was like maybe 2-3 people, and in those 2-3 people there was somebody there who gave me another gig and another gig and another gig. So, and then I guess the final one, because there's so many, is do not despise any audience. Do not. Like, every audience is important. Whether they're paying audience, whether they're not, because you never know who's in the audience. And as artists, it's an honor for us to be able to share our gift with other people. And how you show up, that's the energy you're going to get back.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I guess maybe final, learn about money, as I said earlier. Like, please, just learn about money. It's really important. And there are lots of resources out there. I know we can't cover everything now, but I'm hoping one of my dreams is to actually have a conference or a live where I share more, get lots of experts who can help you, give you lots of practical tools that are specifically tailored for artists on how to make money and how you can grow. Because I really do believe we can all make money, and there's enough money for everyone, by the way. I really believe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys, you've gotten all that wisdom. And may I feel I need to like challenge Olivia kidogo. You make YouTube videos and you tell us all these things on LinkedIn, and you make like little cute posters on Canva, and you teach us even how to use Canva. Just go live with these things and just teach us. Imagine just like Vibe No Queen.
I will.
This is an absolute platform. I feel like if you start like your marketing Mondays,
yes,
like just please keep on with these things, because you're such a well of knowledge, and I feel like we need to tap into that, because not everybody knows that. Not everybody even has the courage to, first of all, even pick the instrument. Think of this like the bridge, and the instruments are here and the money is here. Not everybody has the courage to even now pick up the instrument from here. What of crossing the bridge across to even go to the money?
Yes.
I feel like you are a disciple and you're sent to teach us.
And I'm ready.
And show us the way.
Yeah.
You guys, please follow Olivia as any old name resourceful. As in, what? Atuwezi malizana na old name. Ani, imagine we're 35 minutes in.
Imagine.
We've not even touched the tip of the iceberg. Hebu tuone watu hapo waseme ati Kasiva alitutupa mbali. Hanogula in the house. Barbara Guya, oh darling, I miss you, mama. Maina Gatondo. My classmates from Campo.
Hey.
Maina, this guy used to love Barcelona. Maina, karibu sana. Glee Designs, I am Masi, Mary Monari, Chepasis, watu wengi sana. Organics by Comfort joined. Maulida amesema vibe ni freshi kama kawa. Big Olivia fan here. I admire the uniqueness of your craft. It's beautiful. Mary Monari said
thank
so.
you, Mary.
Asante sana, Mary. We acknowledge that. Asante sana. Ashley Muziki, Positivity. Miss Kenya Atlanta all the way from Seattle. She's always hilarious. Girl, I treasure you. Thank you so much, Mama. Daniel Chichi Munyakazi Deo from Rwanda, Kigali. We see you, Mama. We see you. Thank you. Dennis Malesi Kamaru. Oh my, where are you? Are you in Nairobi? Are you in Berlin? Because, you could be anywhere. Thank you, Kamaru, for joining. Kasiva yule mrembo. Allah. Utaanza nianze kutembea hivi. Kulula. Kulula, thank you so much. We're going to be telling you about Kulula in just a bit. Thank you so much. She says, super resourceful and kind with sharing them. Absolutely. Asante sana. Gems Olivia Mutindi says, I actually love the vibe. Hii ni kama darasa. Shule ya upili na vibe na queen. Karibu sana backbenchers akina Tindi. Noise makers. Nyinyi. Daambia sponsors watoe asali moja. Elmara, nimekuona you're in here. Tusipatie Tindi asali anapiga kelele kwa class. Yeah? Chero says, loving the conversation, and people are like, wapi kelele ya Tindi. Wewe Obala, you and Tindi mtaenda sasa nje sasa. Yeah? Sweetheart, it's gonna be alright. It will be better than just fine.
Yeah.
You guys, we are going. Mimi kama Kasiva today, I'm a vocalist. I am going to sing this song.
Yes, you must join me. You must. If you do not sing, it is a crime.
This is one of my best songs. It's called It's Gonna Be Alright. It will be better than just fine. Better than just fine. Tell us about Better Than Just Fine. To introduce before I take you on Shine, because I love this song, Bana. Last time, let me tell you, I jammed on a chord song. Guys are like, I want to see one konangocha your song. Shine. Come on now.
When you connect, you connect.
But if I love, I love.
You love, you love.
If I love, I love.
Yes.
So, Better Than Just Fine. Tell us about Better Than Just Fine.
Better Than Just
Why
Fine.
is it so deep? Why did you write it?
For me, it was an encouragement. I feel like songs come to me as a way to help me process things. So when I did Better Than Just Fine, I was in a really low place, and I was just really questioning, can I make it in this industry? And just life in general was really difficult. And Better Than Just Fine came. And so for me, when I sing that song, it's not just a song, it's an affirmation. It's telling me keep going on. And honestly, I feel like the words of that song have come to life. Because there's a part in the song that says you'll be a star, be the star that you imagined many years ago. There's even a part in the bridge that says, in the middle of the night when you're there alone and your dreams are seeming so far. Like that part of the bridge is so special to me, because I remember a time in my room I was just crying because I was in the middle of making my album. I thought, will this ever finish? Am I ever going to have enough money to do it? What is going to happen to my career? And then I look at where I am now, and I'm like, the song kept me going. So it's extremely special to me. It's not just a song. It's really an anthem. It's an affirmation. It's something that really keeps me going. That's what
you guys, if there's anything I have picked from this live today, it's the word affirmation. You see, she has affirmed herself in her lyrics. She has affirmed herself kwa ile karatasi tulisema mnaandika vitu. I can just read here, imagine. There's a point here says, I love music and music loves me.
Yeah.
I am earning millions of shillings. And in it's gonna be alright, it will be better than just fine. You say that you will be a star.
Exactly.
Will be a star. And what do stars do?
They shine and they make money. Call forth what you want.
Call forth what you need.
Yes.
Better than just fine.
Let's go.
It's gonna be alright. And it will be better than just fine. We're gonna reach the stars and believe in my triumph. I say it's gonna be alright. And it will be better than just fine. You watch this space, I'm telling you, a champion's in town. I've been walking this road too long to give up right now. They say I know nothing, 'cause I'm so young now. But I feel somewhere inside I'm gonna make it. So I'm gonna keep on moving on. It's gonna be alright.
Join us.
And it will be better than just fine. We're gonna reach the stars and believe in my triumph. I say it's gonna be alright. And it will be better than just fine. You watch the space, I'm telling you, a champion's in town. You'll be a star. You'll be a star. Be the star that you imagined many years ago. You'll be a star. You'll be a star. It's gonna be alright, and it will be better than just fine. It's gonna be alright, and it will be better than just fine. We're gonna reach the stars and believe in my triumph. I say it's gonna be alright, and it will be better than just fine. You watch the space, I'm telling you, a champion's in town. Believe in yourself, you're more than you think you know. Don't let all those doubters put you down, you know. If you will not try, then how will you know that you could climb the mountain higher? You go further.
Yani, nasikia kama tumetoka ombi jamani. It's gonna be alright. It will be better than just fine. And you can even feel like the space that Olivia was in there. Sure, nani akona kusumbua. Maisha ilikuwa imekupeleka
Maisha.
Life can come develop.
And go pompo cats on you.
You guys. Let me see what you guys are saying. Kama haujaimba kwanza, kama haujaimba. Kasoro iko wapi? Roni Nyauchi. Sasa hawa watu wa Amerika kusema ukweli, ama saini asubuhi? Yeah, saini asubuhi.
Asubuhi ama afternoon.
It depends uko wapi, si ndio?
Yeah.
But it could be like, yeah, mid-morning, afternoon. Roni Nyauchi, thank you so much for tuning in. Kasiva una sound kama wa kuito pale Karaba mbele. Obadia Mutoa. Okay, sorry. Mimi ni Mkamba. Lazima nikuwe na accent ya nyumbani. How can you tell them I am from the village? Huh? Damian, Marcus, Mutala Julius, Bayafela Bdiop from Switzerland. Karibu sana, welcome very much. Wandiri!
Hello, Queen.
We love you, Karibi. Karibu sana to have the Queen. Kulula said, this is fire, 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 fire. Frederick Makofu, Alexamba, Daniel, Letoya joined. Karibu sana, Letoya. We see you, girl.
Thank you so much. You're amazing.
Biodun Kuti. I think this guy's in Nigeria, if I'm not wrong, but he travels so much. So, Biodun, wherever you are, Karibu sana. Eric Musioka, Karibu. I love Olivia Ambani and my very own Kasiva. Thank you so much, Letoya. People are screaming in their living rooms, literally. I am screaming.
Yes.
Biodun, I see you, brother, Miss Mina, Mary Monari, Lee Wonga. One day it says how she sang. She's not in the group for
I know.
Kazoro.
She's for joy.
Ivy Akoapi aongeze Kawaya. Ivy Alexander. Vibe the Queen season 1. Culprits. You are needed on Vibe the Queen season 2. People miss you and thank you so much for blessing us with your amazing Kawaya gifts. Mary Mbenge, my own sister, first of her name, is in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in, Mama. Mungai Sax, Mwanamziki, Obadia Mutua. Thank you so much, you guys. We are 45 minutes in.
Wow.
Let me get any questions that you want to ask. Niliwambia mkuje na hard questions, bwana. Let me tell you, these ones are genius. Tesaura sisheshindwa na kitu. This is like a Google page. Unaandika kila kitu has results. Bring in the hard questions, bring in the hard questions. Let me know what you want to ask Olivia, what you're curious about. And I'm really, really encouraging any creatives on the live. You guys, if you're wondering about music business, if you're wondering about sauti yake inatoka wapi, if you're wondering why she's wearing a yellow top,
whatever the question
is, keep them coming, keep them coming. I'm just going to take like 2 comments. My sister says, who ruled the world? Greece! How can you talk so loudly? Acting community in Kenya needs to use most of her songs on movies. Oh my God, that is how powerful your music is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I hope in one of your Music Mondays, or is it called Marketing Mondays, you're going to talk about publishing so people can understand now, okay, once you cross the little bridge that we said, once you cross to this other side, then how do you get to avenues to get your music to make you some cash? So I hope you can talk about publishing.
Yes.
I will personally tune in because I'm still understanding the world of publishing. Yeah. But what we can, however we can encourage ourselves in whatever level, we will encourage others because, you know, it doesn't hurt for a queen to fix another person's or another queen's crown. It doesn't take away from you. And, you know, just saying that, I'm just wondering, just as I asked a Koth last week, Vibe the Queen is one of the very small platforms, but quite powerful and quite influential in terms of reaching directly to people who want to become creatives, people who are in the creative space but want to gopa, and especially women who are looking to get into this space. There's a lot of stories about how tough it could be. There's a lot of stories of how beautiful it could be, actually. There's a lot of maybe misconceptions about how to make your money, where to go. There's a lot that needs to be covered. And this is just one of the platforms that tries to educate, tries to encourage, tries to give in that, you know, that kidogo strength to somebody who needs it. What do you think? Where do you think we are at as an industry? And what do you think as women in the industry could do to support each other better?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think honestly we're doing so well. I feel like in different spaces I go to, when I find other female musicians, we're all supporting each other. But I feel like there's definitely room for growth. One of the things I feel actually that is really important is just encourage each other personally, check on each other. You know, if you have another musician, female or not, just check on them. How are you? You know, if you're well as a person, then you will thrive.
Absolutely.
In whatever career you're doing. So I think let's not ignore the importance of checking on each other, because I think a lot of musicians suffer with like a lot of, like we overthink as creatives. You know, you're wondering, is my stuff good enough? Will people like it? And we go through a lot of things, but we hide because we're scared of what people will say. If you say maybe I don't have food, or maybe I'm struggling financially, and there is no shame in any of that. And I think the first thing is check on the people who are in your circle, and also maybe creating support systems where we can come and talk and share and say, I'm struggling with this, do you have help? Maybe you're looking for a producer, or you're looking for someone to record where you want to feel safe. This is really important for women.
Absolutely.
You know, you want to go to a studio where you don't feel you're going to be harassed or you're going to be taken advantage of. Asking people, do you have referrals? You know, so maybe if there's a space where we could go and find that out, or even just service providers that we can use, maybe a list of service providers that would be useful for us. it would be really, really important. So I think, yeah, and then just generally as women, I feel like if you're maybe the only woman in a specific space and you know there's another woman you can bring in that space, speak. If you're at the table or you're in the door, don't be scared to bring someone else there.
Absolutely.
Whether you're a man or a woman, bring people
in that space.
In that space. And it's not for tokenism, it's because they have quality. I believe there's so many people doing quality stuff.
I hear you.
You know, so I think I'm a big believer, and if I see an opportunity and I feel it's for Kasiva, whether I'm the one in the room or not, I'm going to say, call Kasiva.
Yeah.
And some opportunities will come to you, and they're not necessarily for you. They came to you, but they were sent to someone else.
Absolutely.
So there are many times that happens.
You know, I just want to just jump on what you said and find that, you know, that support is very important, because I remember when I was releasing Ngewa, and I needed contacts for media so that I could do my media tour.
Yes.
I actually reached out, and you guys, Olivia sent me like a list of like 32 names. I was just like, oh, they might be busy. And you know, nimeteseka for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and ilinisaidia sana to just reach out and actually ask for help. Guys, remember, we're human beings at the end of the day. Imagine, as much as you see Olivia on a big stage, Kasiva on a big stage, lights, camera, action. The main aim of Vibe No Queen is to like deconstruct those platforms to see Olivia as a normal human being that you can actually access. To see Olivia as somebody you can actually talk to. You guys have been told that, you know, like as we've been saying throughout the live, you know, she does marketing, she has all these tools, and she's actually gone to school to do that. If you don't know what to do, imagine just slide to her DM. Actually, Olivia is such a wonderful person. I'm sure she's not going to snub you.
And then I want to even just jump on and say, I actually didn't even go to school for marketing. I learned on the job.
You guys.
So I say that because I want to encourage people that even money, all these things I've just learned through experience. So be encouraged, and I've gotten paid now for things I just taught myself.
Yeah. So
know that it's possible to learn it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys, support is a very, 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 very big thing. Latoya says, you know, somebody kept checking up on her, and nowadays she has learned to check up on other people. You see, it's yani ata sijui niwaambiaje, like at the base of everything, at the base of art and at the base of creativity, there's humanity that exists there. And I think once you accept to be humane, then these things come almost like a ripple effect. It's very natural, it's a sort of natural force to fix each other's crowns, to be accessible, to help people, check up on people. By default, you know, Vibe No Queen, like where we are right now, actually started as a need to check up on my female friends in the industry during the pandemic. Because imagine, mimi natanjikwa na depression, na stress, na mafikra kwa nyumba. And I was like, if me, sasa I'm going through this, sasa what about someone else? And I was like, okay, let me check up on guys. Let me call someone to my house and let's just have a cup of tea and check on each other and, you know, just brainstorm and say, okay, fine, we are in the pandemic. What's going to happen? And look where we are. Right now, it's like an online platform where we're actually getting, you know, support from amazing people like African No Filter, Kulula and Elmara Apiri, you know, which who actually help us to continue with this work of checking up on each other and having meaningful conversations and jam sessions, you know, so as to connect each other. Last season, I had Labdi as my first guest on Vibe No Queen. You know, she risked it with me to have that, and then sometimes I look at those lives and I just laugh at myself because, you know, you can see us, you know, at the sort of like the throngs of like the pandemic is really trying to crush us as artists and as creatives, and we still hang in there. And we went live, and people enjoyed it so much, and people kept asking for more. And when we finished the season, people were like, Kasiva, season 2. And now season 2 is here, you guys. Like, it's very, very powerful. Like, just that one step that you make into like something very legit that you actually do believe in. I believe it really, really goes a long way, no?
It absolutely does. Believe in your dreams, believe in your projects. Like, if you believe in them, invest time, invest money in them. You'll be surprised how far they go. Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
Absolutely. I see a lot of people. I see some questions. My sister asked somewhere, what inspires you? But we're going to answer that in a little bit. You know, let me tell you, Letoya is shouting on this. Letoya, wearing a Tindina Obala, backbench. Letoya is like, Kasiva, let's get Olivia Ambani to do a collabo with India Ray.
It's so happening.
Somebody get me a pen. We need to write this down on this card. We need to like squeeze that affirmation in here.
India Ray.
Yeah.
Yes, when it happens, we'll be like, done.
Absolutely. Ndimi Shumo says, I'm a fan of you both and the energy you exude. How do you find joy? Ndimi, you have taken me back. I'm going to let Olivia take this question because we have things to say. Me, I have things to say. This question has triggered things. But how do you find joy, Olivia? How do you find joy?
I think the journey to joy is one, self-acceptance.
People,
You know,
repeat after me. Comments. Self-acceptance.
And it doesn't mean that you're gonna love everything about you immediately. I think find one thing that maybe you can accept or you like about yourself. It might be your eyes, it might be something physical, it might be a gift, it might be just, I like the way I tidy things. Start finding things you like about yourself and start telling yourself that. You know, I think we speak, unfortunately, really ill of ourselves or negatively to ourselves. And I think if we think back to our ancestors, our grandparents, they were very big on blessing us. You know, they used to say, you know, you're going to go far. You know, I bless you, my child. You know, and those are things that I feel we need to remember. You know, and so one thing, accept yourself. And it's a journey. It doesn't happen instantly because we've all gone through so many different things. But find ways to start accepting who you are. Be around people who affirm you. Let me tell you, if you're around people who bring you down,
Ile word tena. Affirm.
who make
Ile word
you
tena.
know, who see the good in you, who can speak into you goodness, and you really feel, yes, I have people who support me. It doesn't mean they're going to agree with everything you say or do. They can also call you out and say, Papa, you've gone a bit astray. But really having people who support you and don't bring you down, right? They really want you to win. That is so important, because if you have people around you who is like, oh, that idea isn't good, you won't have the courage to whatever. And then just start checking what you think about yourself and what you say about yourself. Start changing the way you speak about yourself and do things you enjoy. My friend, now enjoyment is important. Now enjoyment. They say raha jipe, so please.
Raha jipe mwenyewe. Watu wangu wa Dar es Salaam, jamani, yani, you can help us say this better.
Like literally, it's so important for you to enjoy life. And for me, I made a really big decision. Like in 2020, after I released my album, I'm going to enjoy my whole life, not just music, everything. Every day, find a way. And there'll be some days that are not the same, you know, some you're down, but find a way to enjoy even the little things, the food you're eating, the laughter you're having, the conversations you're having. I mean, those are so important. And we take them for granted. The fact that we have sun, that you woke up today. So yeah, joy is a big topic, but accept yourself, surround yourself with great people, find a way to enjoy your life in big and small ways.
Olivia amesema yake. Wacha sasa mimi niseme yangu.
Please.
Ndimi, why did you ask this question? During the pandemic, I met somebody, and this person told me, Kasiva, when you're on stage, you are so happy, man. You have such joy. Like, what are you seeing? What are you feeling? Where are you? And they asked me, Kasiva, teach me that joy.
Wow.
And that was a very, very, very powerful question to me, you know. Teach me where you get, show me where you get this joy. Teach me how to be so happy. And, you know, it took me aback. And when I went home, like, I really, really thought about it. And it prompted me to actually start thinking, but really, and why am I like that on stage? Like, why am I so happy? Where does the joy come from? And I came to realize that on stage is the one place, the very place where I'm completely honest and truthful with myself 100%. You guys, I lie. I am a human being. Nikichelewa nitasema I'm 5 minutes away, but it's a lie. I am in the shower, showering.
You've not left the house.
I've not left the house, but I'm 5 minutes away. But guys, when I'm in front of my drums, it's the one place I'm completely honest. It's the one place I can't lie. In fact, I hate it. Okay, no, I hate it. I dislike it when I get off stage, and immediately when I get off stage, somebody asks me like a very intense question, or a man comes and says, "Oh, you have such beautiful eyes." Like, you will see my feelings 100% because the energy around my playing in what I sort of like inject in my percussion is truth. So for me, I would say, where do you find joy? I find my joy in honesty. I find my joy in truth. And that for me, that's very powerful for me.
That's big.
That is huge. Watch it down a comments in a bit.
Hey, we have many.
Let's see. What's that Moise said? Wacha pesa zetu zitaisha 9 p.m. so endeleeni. Thank you, Moise, for enjoying this. Thank you so much. This is not even just a live. This is now a movement with Kasiva. Thank you so much. People are just repeating the words that it says self-acceptance. The journey to joy is self-acceptance. That's what Chero said. Tindi is still echoing the same words. You can see here, self-acceptance. Class in self-acceptance. People are like, amen, affirmation, powerful affirmative affirmations. Watu wanasema nimechelewa but nimefika. Unachelewa. Kwanza sasa sisi hata tuko past time. It's 7:01. We need to be wrapping up, guys. Asi Kasiva. Kasiva, tunakusikia na time, tunakusikia. I hear you guys, and thank you so much for being so supportive, and it gives me so much courage to actually see, ni kama class, when mwalimu anauliza, how many of us say affirmation? And people say, affirmation! Like, we actually see this, and we're very, very grateful to see that you guys are tuned in, and that you're tuned in. Not just tuned in, but like really, really tuned in. Guys, I'm like super sad to just say that we have to come to the end of this amazing. Didn't it? Isha just like
that. And you said, and it happens. Like
it really does. Of course, I thought it was like Sambone Mesha. Her and her dress just wanted to continue, And I feel like time has really, really flown, but we usually have an hour and we've gone past. And I think it's really, really time to say thank you to the people who have made Vibe the Queen Season 2 possible, because during the pandemic nilifanya Kimon man, and I had One Beat come and Found Sound Nation come and support us, and this season we have Africa No Filter who have given us a small grant. Thank you so much for being so helpful, and thank you for opening up such platforms where creatives can actually channel their little ideas, even though they could be little and large at the same time. But thank you for giving us, those platforms like the Kekere Grant for storytellers to put our ideas together in writing and, ask for kidogo help, to be able to put our ideas now to life, And thank you so much to Kulula. Kulula is an amazing, amazing, amazing female artist from Nairobi, Kenya. Woo! And Kulula this season made us a very, very special card that I want to share with you, Olivia. This one is for you to take home.
Thank you.
And this is how it looks like, you guys. I showed you guys last time how it looks like. What do you see in there, watu? Kwanza mukiona mtu mnatambua hapo. What are you seeing in like those formations? Is it heads for people? Is it eggs? Is it fruits? Is it matawi ya mapera? What is it exactly you guys are seeing? That's Kulula's art. She's really, really amazing. She took my vision and brought it out to life with the colors. And the message, mtu ni watu, for sure, because that is something that I'm really, really living by. Mtu ni watu, yeah.
It takes a village.
It really takes a village. Sisi ni, sisi ni wa Kenya, sisi ni wa Africa. We do believe that it takes a village to raise a child, tulikuwa tunaona when I was a kid, ukifukuzwa hapo nje, your neighbor can tell you, water! And you can't go tell your mama,
They'll be like, what did you do?
What did you do?
Na
uliwacha, So it really, mtu ni watu kweli. And thank you so much, Kulula, for supporting us and for actually really bringing this message home. Mtu ni watu, because I couldn't have done Vibe na Queen bila nyinyi wote watu. You guys who are tuned in, Africa No Filter, Kulula. Now my babes, Jerotich Kosgei, ambaye ni CEO and director and founder What an empathy, all the accolades.
Yes,
Because she really, really deserves it. She is the founder of Elmara Apiari, which is Wacheni Olivia Ambani. So Elmara Apiari is deals in honey and honey byproducts like wax, nini, kitu yote inatoka from honey. That's Elmara, and that's how the honey looks like. Let me just show that to the camera so that you guys can take a look at that. Elmara Apiari, which Elmara stands for El Geyo Marakwet, where she does her farming, her bee farming or her beekeeping. She has her hives in that area in Baringo, and she does it there, and then she transports it to the city and gives us access to 100% organic honey. I have a thing with mambo organic. Napenda kulima pia mimi, and this is how we actually like connected with Chero, because Chero not only loves beekeeping, she's actually passionate about supporting creatives, and we met at Gecko Cafe watching a show, and you know, Fadili, my very good friend, introduced us, and from then we tumekuwa marafiki wachana na pete basi tuliasali basi. So this is Chero's honey. Do you want to like just taste it first? Yeah.
Okay.
See, wacha kujifanya ati uko mbele ya kamera, you want a spoon.
Oh my gosh. This honey is so good. Now, when I was growing up, we grew up on a farm, and I remember when we used to get it straight from the combs, and in midnight we were there trying to stay awake so that we could suck the honey from, you know, the...
Really?
Yeah, so this tastes exactly like that honey. Like,
oh my god.
Raw and just absolutely...
I remember speaking to Chero, and she told me that she's really biased to like, you know, honey from... She loves acacia trees, and so she's really, really biased like to the taste of like, you know, honey that is made from like, I think pollen from acacia or something like that. I think we're gonna have Chero. I've been saying this and I mean it. Chero, if you're tuned in, get ready, because I know you're very camera shy. But we need you to come and talk about your honey.
Your honey. And I should invite her even on my marketing Mondays as well, to just talk about like, it's so good. It's so good.
Tunaweza kula asali hapa mpaka kesho, but you guys,
me, I want to like now.
This is for you, Olivia.
Thank you.
Mtu ni watu. This is that one is for you, or this one is for you, whichever you decide to keep.
I see you live with gifts, huh?
And you guys reach out to Kulula if you want something really, really amazing, something artsy. This is very, very nice, and you see, like it has like an empty space at the back where I can write my affirmations.
Yes, she designed that for me as well.
Oh my god!
Yes,
you guys, okay, munaona similarity. Can you see the similarity? This is Kulula's artwork. She's amazing. She's an amazing creative. Let's support our own. Let's support Kenyan, and let's also build Kenya.
And she actually has a lot of merchandise out, and she comes to a lot of craft fairs, so check her page out, because I know she's going to be somewhere in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah?
It's bargain box, so.
Yeah, so her page is Kulula. Kulula, Wakamba water in the house. Kulula means to draw. So her page is Kulula on Instagram. Please do make sure to also follow Africa No Filter, so that you can actually know what amazing opportunities that they have, and also support the work that they do for Africans, and more so African creatives, and see like they have grants and, you know, opportunities for support, and they do like lives and Zoom calls like with, you know, people in the industry and people who are well versed in certain areas to give us this kind of knowledge that we need. You need to go to Africa No Filter. We need to see you on Africa No Filter giving us like some missile.
I will definitely go there.
Thank you so much, and make sure to support Elmara Apiari. A lot of you people have been saying there's so much Mbwakni honey going on, you know, in Nairobi. This is the real deal, guys. 100% organic. Ukionja skari, DM me. I place it, like I place my life on this honey. I actually do believe in this honey. It's 100% organic. And that brings us to the end of Vibe No Queen Season 2, Episode 2, 2022, Tukutu.
Yeah.
With Olivia Ambani. Thank you so much for loving us. I'm just gonna look at the final comments and see what people are talking about. Najua tu watu wanatuchongoa vile tunakula asali hapa, but
it's sawa tu.
If you want a jar,
enjoy.
Tunajipatia na enjoyment. Msisikie wivu. If you need a jar of honey, enda pale Elmara Apiari on Instagram and talk to Chero. Let me see. tuned from the first minute, and it has been an amazing session. Thank you, Olivia. You keep blessing us with beautiful music. Thank you so much, Jay Mumia.
Thank you.
You know what? Mumia, please slide kwa DM. You've been in here since the first minute, and I'll give you a card courtesy of Kulula to write your affirmations and believe mtu ni watu. Thank you so much. Kulula says, this was just beautiful. So much wisdom, affirmation. Hashtag, thank you to you both. Asanteni sana, you people. Asanti sana, Kasiva. Asanti sana. Aside from talent, Vibe No Queens has been consistent with spreading wisdom and lessons. Barnum.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. Mtu ni watu. Hey, sticks za Kasiva. Hey, watu wanasema what they saw in the car. Ngoja, who says emulating your career?
Yes, actually Zico.
Artistic Zakasi. Man, Kulula, you are amazing. You are amazing. You see so many details, man.
Yeah, I think she almost represented each of us.
Do you see the shape of your head, Olivia? She got you, man.
She really
and
did.
Tindy's hair and Akot's bunty knots.
Yes.
She's amazing, man. Ati tunajizo drumsticks from anywhere. Asawa basi. Hapasawa says, thanks a lot for these conversations. Thank you so much, Hapasawa, for helping me to push the posters and market and bring the word out about Vibe No Queens. We love you, we treasure you, and thank you so much for the work that you do for the industry as well. Yes. Moise says, good time / food time, I mean. Where Moise? Moise anasikia wivu. Moise anasikia wivu. Elmara Aperi joined. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Kulula says, thank you to Jengane. So glad you're enjoying the honey. We are definitely enjoying the honey. Honey. See what I did there? Drops phone. Today was amazing. Thank you so much, Olivia.
You're welcome. Thank you.
People are very, 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 very grateful. There's a lot of comments that I didn't manage to read out. But you guys, thank you so much. Here late, but amazing, amazing. Akot Jumadi, thank you. Thank you. It means so much to see you on, even after you are on the, it's not a hot seat. It's a very vibey kind of
welcoming
seat, Thank you so much for being here. And everybody says asante, and a big asante to you all for making time, for sparing that 1 hour, 12 minutes. Hey, this one is a long one, you guys.
Yes.
But you guys, it's been real from Olivia and I. Tunasema kwaheri.
Bye-bye. Kurarana, which means see you.
Ate kurara?
Kurarana. It just means
kama unatoka pale
pale Maragoli.
Pale. Na kama
Western.
Pale kama unatoka pale Central. Don't say what's that. Umesema nini?
Kurarana. It is well.
Let me tell you, I'm loving someone in my head. I've already said it in all the accents. And I've seen this one. I've seen this one I can't pull. Say that again one more time.
Kurarana.
Okay. Vibe the Queen. We are out. Kurarana.
Yes, that's it. You got it.
What organization? We see you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
See you next week. Tindy, the bass player. Rastafari. Atakuwa ndani ya nyumba. Tindy, you're very welcome, and I cannot wait to have you here and jam and play some bass and perk and tighten that rhythm section together. It's been amazing, you guys. I don't want to leave. It's been so much fun.
And just big up to Kasiva and the amazing what she's doing for us in the industry. We bless. Vibe No Queen may continue to grow over and over and over again. I see big things, big things. I'm glad to be part of it.
I take a pen and affirm myself.
Yes,
on my card.
write it.
I see big things. Guys, affirm yourselves. Sasa sahi tunaenda naona comments zinakimbia hivi. Okay, fine, sawa. I'm just gonna take comments as I say goodbye. Mnaona hata nimekaribia kamera. Nikifanya hivi. Imeisha. Hakuna kukaa hapo. Wacheni kuandika vitu, wacheni sahi wacheni. This is so powerful. I am so proud of Olivia Ambani.
Thank you.
Orio Ingo.
Yes.
Watu wanaandika ati kurarana. Corona. Corona.
Yes, that's it.
Kwaheri misana. God bless you and see you next time.
Bye.